Alright, we're doing actually doing a couple of rooms, a large living room, dining room combo area, and a bedroom. We're using PadCap Pro, the Encap solution today, and we're going to be using Glad pads. Both of those are sold by Trinity Renewal Systems, and I'll put the details in the video description so you can check them out. And
we did this carpet about a month ago, but the customer, they're not wanting it done again because something was wrong. They want it done again because they like the carpets being clean, and she claims that she's going to want to have them cleaned fairly often because she just likes having a really clean place. And I mean, that's a good thing. So
yeah, it's good to keep up on top of things like that. Cause
yeah, if you're a homeowner and you got a carpet, why not keep up with it? It's your carpet.
Yeah, the more you keep your carpets clean, the longer they last.
The longer they last.
Yeah.
And it's in your best interest. Plus, you know, they're a filter to your room, so.
Yeah. Okay, and she does have some pets and stuff, so it's a good idea to keep up with them. Okay, he sprayed about half the room, and
I only did that because I don't want my pre-spray to have a chance to dry up.
Yeah.
So.
Alright, so the pad under the machine and the bonnet's the same thing. People use the terms interchangeably. But the pad under the machine is made with cotton and a polyester, and then there's a third proprietary material that's put in it that's the company secret for Trinity.
We don't know what that is.
Yeah, and they won't tell anybody exactly what that is, but that's what helps it to spin so fast. And they spin fast and they last a long time. So these bonnets will outlast most bonnets that you can get. And I know with an Oreck bonnet, like we usually use, we can do hundreds of houses and jobs with just one bonnet. So these should actually last longer than that, and they spin faster, so the machine doesn't have to work as hard to get its orbit going and to also to rotate. So on some carpets, if you're using a thicker, stickier bonnet, you'll notice the machine has to work pretty hard.
Oh, by the way, Victoria, if you're watching, we talked on the phone yesterday about these bonnets. This is nice.
Yeah, they're nice. We noticed there seemed to be two different types of Glad pads when we got our last order, and they're just a different lot, but they're the same materials and everything. They look a little different, but they're the same.
One has cross stitching in it, the other one don't. She said the one without the cross stitching is going to be a discontinued model anyway, so the one that has the cross stitching in it is what you guys are going to be buying. That are watching this video and order bonnets. But the one without the cross stitching, I never tried one before until today, and it does the same thing as the one with the cross stitching. It's a great bonnet.
Yeah, it's working good. Okay, I'm going to move to the other side of the room here real quick. Alright. Now I'll put in the video description, I'll put a link if you want to buy a machine like this. Put a link to our Facebook groups, and then I'll give you the contact information if you're interested in buying some of this Encap solution and getting some pads.
Well,
and these are really good pads.
If you're watching this on YouTube, which you would be, and you've never subscribed, go ahead and subscribe.
Yeah, and hit the bell icon so you get notified when we put up a new video.
Yeah, you might as well watch this. We're all right.
Trying to see if he's got one of those. I'm going to pull this out. The other pads that Trinity sells that we've been showing, this is a segmented microfiber pad. And so the segments help make it stay together when it's spinning. A lot of other microfiber pads you can get, they may have a star pattern in them, or the pizza, like the pie pattern in them, or just bullseye circles. And what happens with a lot of orbital machines and a lot of rotary machines too is all the foam inside can separate, move to the outside edges when you're using them. And since Trinity machines, their own machines are pretty aggressive, or the most aggressive ones on the market, they had to make a special pad. I hope you can see the segments. They had to make a special pad for them. And I'll put a link in there so you can go find out about those too. Those are the blue microfibers with scrub strips, and I always call them segmented microfibers just to make a difference between them and the other bonnets that look identical if you look for them online, but they're not the same at all. Those are the best bonnets you can get.
Okay.
Alright, he's going to pre-spray the other half of the room. I'm going to pause the camera here, and we'll be right back. And we're back.
Yeah, that was a 2-minute delay for me to spray the room.
Yeah, I'll kind of stoop over and hold this so you can kind of see what's going on the other side of that table. Oh, I was talking to we have in our group, we were having a little bit of a conversation about making YouTube videos. And one tip I wanted to share with people that are making YouTube videos for carpet cleaning. What I try to do, I always try to keep the baseboards around the room. I always try to remember to keep something in the shot that people can focus on. I'll give you an example. When I aim the camera straight down and all you see is carpet, it's kind of confusing to people, to the eye. They get lost in that, and it also can get a little bit motion sick if you're moving the camera around. But if you just move it up a little bit, so you got the baseboard showing, or some frame of reference, so people can see. So you can track the movement of the machine, because you can just look at the baseboards and stuff, have something to focus on. And a lot of people shoot videos and they aim the camera straight down, and I wouldn't do that very much. But and of course, I'm using an action camera, so I can get a wide-angle view, which helps too. If you got a narrower field of view, it makes it a little more difficult to keep everything in shot. But that's one tip for you guys making carpet cleaning videos. Maybe help you get your videos a little bit more interesting to watch. Yeah, I'm gonna back up. Of course, I'm not going to get talking about lighting because we don't really take lights with us. So, of course, our lighting's terrible.
Yeah, our lighting's provided by the place we're working.
And the lights are always their own color temperature for video and stuff. So the big thing we notice when we see the videos later is that they're not going to see an accurate representation of the color of the carpet. Sometimes you don't see stains that we can see, and other times there's artifacts that show up on video that weren't visible to the naked eye. So you're not really getting an accurate picture sometimes. But there's only so much you can do about that. You run around. Okay, now he's watching the top of that pad, and when he starts to see it darken, because the dirt comes through these things because they're kind of thin.
It's starting to darken, but I got one
Yeah,
little
you
room
can
left,
see.
and I'm going to get it knocked out.
Yeah,
It's not.
it'll still hold some more.
Oh, it's ready to hold a ton of stuff.
Because on your bonnets, you don't want to change them out unless you have to, just to save on using bonnets. And but you do want to change it when you notice you're starting to pick. When we just go basically when you notice it's not picking up anymore, it's time to change it. All right, I'm gonna pause here. We're gonna change rooms, and I'll see if I may shoot back there. We'll see how it looks. So stay tuned. All right, we have a Frieze carpet here in this bedroom.
To me, the most jutted carpet you come across. I'd
Yeah,
do
I don't
10
want
covers a day than one Frieze.
With that, there's a ceiling fan running. I don't want to get in there too much with them because that pre-spray is gonna get airborne, and I don't want it on the lens of the camera.
But I don't like Frieze carpets. Of course, people have them. We clean them, but they are hard to clean.
Well, we're gonna see how they do with a Glad pad. People ask about. I'm gonna back out of there. People ask about when to use the microfiber pad versus the Glad pad. And we use the microfibers. If you're doing a commercial glue down carpet or a Berber carpet where you don't have a cut pile that you're dealing with, the microfibers work a little better on that. The really thin pads on an Oreck, if you're on like a commercial glue down carpet with a really thin pad, you're going to have a lot of bounce and vibration on the machine. And so we'd use a microfiber. It's a little thicker and it has some cushion, and it helps to make the clean a lot smoother for you. And we don't like bouncing the machine around. Anything that's bouncing the machine around, we feel like could be causing some sort of damage. So we try to always switch to a pad that's smooth.
All right, you guys get in the bedroom. I'm coming with the machine.
All right, I'm gonna walk in there. And
we're going to do this up for
we're not doing the hallway. We're just doing the big room and the bedroom. We'll get back here right next to the AC.
Yeah, that's right, Stan.
All right, a Frieze carpet.
Let me drag some cord in.
No, we'll change this pad if we need to. Dead air. Nothing's happening. Time to flip to another video. You got to ask yourself, why am I watching this? Okay, here we go. All right.
A lot of people ask us, how do you know when it's time to flip your bonnet or get a new bonnet or whatever. And the truth is, I don't know, because we've been doing bonnet cleaning for so long. We basically work off an instinctive nature to know when it's time to do something else.
You could change them out whenever you feel like it.
Yeah, if you're not sure, change it.
If it looks like it's not cleaning anymore, then it's definitely time to either. On some bonnets, you can just flip it over to the other side and clean a little. On these, you want to just put a new bonnet on, or else you can go wash this thing out in the sink and bring it out really good and throw it down and keep using it if you want to.
What I do is I just run them across the carpet. The carpet will start getting a look like it's not getting clean, and I know it's time to do something. But until that happens, I just keep using the same.
So how do you feel about this on a Frieze carpet now?
I think it's awesome.
Think it's working?
Yeah. I think the PadCap Pro and the TRS Glad pads, I think it's a real winner.
You sound like a NASCAR racer.
Well, I could be.
You mention a sponsor, and every sentence has a sponsor in it.
Well, that's how you please your sponsors, I guess. But the thing is we're not really sponsored. We're just friends with Trinity. And they're nice to us. But the thing is this video really is a PadCap Pro related video. You guys seen us use the Glad pads, and you've seen us use the microfibers, and we're trying to get people to understand this PadCap Pro. This is the best PadCap. This is the best Encap in the business.
Did you get behind you real good?
Huh?
Looked like you missed, but maybe not. It is possible to miss an area.
But this PadCap Pro, this is the biggest crystals put into an Encap solution. There's nothing really better than this. I know people like to use other stuff, but this is the best.
Oh,
If you want to buy other stuff, that's fine. But
now, talking to our representative at Trinity, they said they have had a whole bunch of people start ordering this size of pads, and they don't really sell this size of pads for their machines, not very much.
they do them for their stepsons.
They have a little handheld polishers that they sell for doing stairs and things, and they happen to run the 15s and the 14s. Other than that, they hardly ever sell them. So they said their dealers are starting to order more of these, so there must be more of a demand for them. And you will start seeing other channels putting up videos using these pads.
Yeah.
Because they're good.
But just remember, we did it first.
Yeah.
But that's okay, because other people are going to imitate a good thing.
Well, if they like them, they're going to talk about them. So you're going to start seeing these everywhere, I think. Anybody puts up Oreck Orbiter videos, you may start seeing them switch over to these pads and start using them a lot.
I think I'm going to get the century a little more. Yeah, so if you see other people start sharing these pads, that's cool.
Well, we'd appreciate if you guys would come to us and go through our contact information to buy these things, because we like to let Trinity know that we're getting them a bunch of calls and everything.
Here. Let's see if we picked up any dirt.
Yeah, pull that pad off.
You see how it just peeled right off?
Yeah, that's a standard Oreck driver, not a modified one.
Okay, this is the upside. There's the down.
All right.
We transferred dirt, so that's what it was supposed to do.
Okay, now you just wring it out and make you a cup of coffee.
Yeah, that's all right.
You're all set. All right, whoops. I'm trying to get through here without stepping on the cord. I think that's about all. Hope you guys.
That's all for this one.
I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as we did, and
we really do like showing videos to people. I mean.
Oh yeah, we have fun.
And remember, we use the Oreck Orbiter. We're using Glad pads or microfibers, depending on the carpet situation, and we're using PadCap Pro. And we believe in all. If you guys know us, you know what we do is honest. This stuff works.
Yeah, there's the dirty one. All right, there's the 14-inch. We got some other Glad pads with us and a standard Oreck bonnet. I mean, we've got it. You can carry a bunch of these things with you. There's we're working on a thing for a package that you can get through Trinity, and it's going to be 10 Glad pads, 10 microfibers, and 4 gallons of PadCap Pro. And they're in the process of moving when I'm making this video. Their site's actually temporarily down, and so they're having trouble figuring out a price and everything right now. But that'll be sorted out soon, and I'll try to update the description, but we'll give you the information. Just call and ask. It's a person named Victoria that's an owner at Trinity, and you call and ask her about these products and mention my name. Make sure you tell them when you call, if you mention my name and tell them Oreck Orbiter, you'll be sure to get the right size pads, because that way there's no confusion. You don't end up with a bunch of stuff that's too big to use.
Oh, this is the pad chopper we used.
Yeah, we've been using it a long time.
That's not from the
that's just
Glad
to build
pads.
up
That's
a
from the
fuzz.
Oreck bonnet. This pad's, but it's super sharp. But it's not a new pad chopper, but it'll hurt you.
It's well used. Yeah, they still hurt.
It grabs the bonnet, and you guys saw the video. They just flip right off. They don't get stuck.
All right.
Jack, hold on here. Let's see if there's any loose hair. You see anything, any torn up bonnet?
Not really.
That's how they work.
No, all bonnets are going to shed a little bit when you
bit.
first use them. And you're going to think your bonnet is being destroyed, but that's just natural
It's
because
not.
this is the surface fibers and everything. It's going to keep working fine.
Good.
They won't stay pretty.
So when you guys see these videos, that there's these Glad pads on other channels, remember, they're just imitating.
Yeah, if you can, please come to us.
They're imitating a good thing.
Well, just if you can, come to us and buy them through us. We appreciate it. It helps us stay in good with Trinity and show them how much product we're helping them to move, and that's a good thing. And we appreciate you guys supporting us.
Yeah, if you like us, support us.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys supporting us, buying our products, and
Sure.
using our links, and mentioning us. It's all appreciated, and
we're trying to make a living too.
yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna end it here because we got to load the car and go on to something else. But till next time, thanks for watching.